boys, what you want, what you want?
Okay. So I have grand plans for the day. And this is Paul's dream, something he's talked about for a while. Ooh. What do you think it is?
3. Easy. Beats using pliers or a flathead.
Oh, yeah.
It's going down. What? It's going down. It's got cars.
That is not how you strap down a bike.
That bike is going down pretty soon. There's your knife. Makes you think I won't cut you.
Dang, what do we got here? This is like some super special edition.
Oh, look at that, it pulled the
Ducati?
grill shut off. No, this is a Malaguti F15 Firefox.
How far did you drive to get this?
4,700 miles round trip.
Wait, what?
This and several other scooters.
It's really clean.
And an excuse to get out of the house and give my wife a break for me.
Who had this?
Jacob Schwerk, someone just posted it in Wisconsin and he came across it and sent it to me and I ended up really liking it.
It's really clean. For most of the time those bikes are pretty beat up over there.
And so I asked him if he'd go buy it for me and he's like, yeah.
Wow, the wheels are nice.
Yeah, this is what they thought. This bike is pretty sharp. I can't wait to get it running right and then
The tag hero stickers.
and then build it.
Hey Paul, what's
Hey
going
Pat,
on?
how's it going?
What are we working on?
We're
here
working on
today?
a Malaguti F15 here, doing
Yeah.
some CVT tuning. I think the previous owner put a pipe on without tuning anything in the CVT, and it runs really slow off the line.
Oh, okay. Is there anything special about this particular bike?
I mean, it has the sweet graphics.
No, it's not. Maybe one of 155
Oh,
ever made.
I didn't see that, but that's pretty cool too.
So it's super rare bike.
Yeah, super rare. So just,
Number 110 out of 155.
yep, made in Italy.
Sweet.
Some made in Italy parts on it.
So what are you going to be doing to it?
Probably clutch springs, gonna see what's going on in there. See if the belt's all worn out. Just take off, it takes off like a dog. Until you hit like 20, 25 miles an hour, then it kind of starts moving.
Alright, well,
Just think the clutch is too soft. The clutch spring's too soft, you'll see though.
okay. We'll get that side case off and we'll
Yes,
show
sir.
them how to do this. So what did you find so far, Paul?
The belt's a little worn, you can see, because it's pretty low in there. Bit of slack. However, this Variator looks like it may have been modified.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, so we'll see. Clutch belt.
Ooh. Those pants look like that?
Oh. This guy is a little worn out. It's a big chunk missing. Not too horrible. Pretty bad.
Did you replace?
Probably. I'd replace it for mine. Yeah. Yeah, looks like you can kind of tell somebody took some sandpaper maybe at some point. Try to unwear that out. Yamaha belt. Alright. And a Variator. Rollers don't look too bad. See what weight those are. Yeah, looks like maybe replace this and this guy too. Maybe put a top performance GP trophy kit on it. I'm gonna give him a call first for sure.
Awesome.
Probably new clutch, belts, Variator, CVT stuff.
Another thing. What's that, Paul?
That's a little hole that's not supposed to be there. Looks like this is warped a little as well. Maybe
How's
from
the side case look in comparison?
we have another case here. It's upstairs now, actually. Yeah, that's not right. Extra cooling. No. Yeah, that's not supposed to be there either. Maybe from a belt snapping.
Oh.
And that's why there's a Yamaha belt in there, because that's what they had available. It's the right size, it's just this one's seen better days.
This is probably what broke. This is probably it.
Probably broke at one point, and then they replaced the clutch. Looks like they got springs in there too. But yeah, definitely something going on in there. Got a white torque spring.
What do we got going on here?
We got a maybe bent clutch or torque driver. You can see there's a little gap in the nut there, and then you can see this side's much higher than this side. I think it's a clutch. So something funky went on, and this bike's passed. But luckily they took it to the right place to get it fixed up.
What place is that, Paul?
Scooter swap shop.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the clutch.
So before you call the customer, what would you do? What do you think the customer should do?
So we're gonna do a Malaguti fly clutch, most likely to replace this kind of bent out of shape one. Probably top performance GP trophy CVT kit, which comes with your Variator, belt, drive face, and all the hardware, castle nut, all just new good stuff.
What about weights? What weights would you run at?
We're gonna start with 5.5. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Probably 5.5, maybe a little heavier.
What about a clutch bell?
Clutch bell. The Malaguti Fly combo comes with clutch and bell.
Oh, nice.
And we'll do springs in that, of course.
Excellent.
Good thing we documented this before I got these guys.
Yeah. They're over there.
Okay, now we're gonna go put all this stuff on.
That's everything you need?
Yes.
No contra spring?
It has one already.
Using the one that's over there?
Yeah, as long as nothing crazy happens with it.
So it's almost like we're a one-stop shop, huh?
One would say.
So what else are we doing besides this? There was some
Gonna
other
do
things.
coolant flush, top off the oil, new spark plug, general service, check all the bolts, tire pressure, good stuff.
Awesome. So this is gonna be like almost a brand new bike when you get done with it.
Yes.
Sweet. Let's get these parts on.
Yeah.
I like your hair today, Paul. It's stylish.
Is it? I didn't spend very much time because I woke up 30 minutes before I had to be here. Nice knife you got.
That's a
That's a knife.
cool way of doing things.
I need your handouts. So these kits.
So tell me about this.
It's a top performance Variator kit for horizontal Minarelli, such as 02, 211 Zuma, Vino, Jog, Pre-Bug Zuma, and it pretty much comes with everything you need to rebuild your transmission, except for the clutch. Variator with rollers. Got this ramp plate. You're definitely gonna have to tune these rollers. They're pretty heavy for most applications. I'm gonna do the first test with just what it comes with. Probably gonna have to go a little bit lighter though. And this guy goes right on there. And you get this bag of hardware here. There's these 2 spacers. You do not need either of those. It just comes with it. You don't need it. We're missing a shim here. This didn't have it initially. We're gonna go get one and be right back. Okay, now we're gonna deduct these from inventory. Okay.
So I have grand plans for the day.
Okay.
And this is Paul's dream, something he's talked about for a while.
Okay.
Ooh.
What do you think it is? It's not anything like hire strippers or whatever that you typically want to do. It's not that. So
Okay. Is it lunch?
yeah, we're doing lunch. We're doing lunch because Paul helped out a customer on his lunch half hour doing a video feed just on his own. He's a cool dude. Set his timing on his MBT, and then Tommy paid for lunch, so we're getting lunch. Thanks, Paul. But other than that, that's not it. That's just one.
I show Paul how to use the tool.
Yeah. Okay, but
it was a team effort.
okay. So what do you think we're gonna do today? Well, it's mostly gonna be me that's gonna do it. Well, hey, we need a jumper CH80, but that's tomorrow.
Okay.
I think Friday should be jump the CH80 day.
Okay, yeah. It still runs. I started it this morning. Did I show you that conversation I had with that guy?
Yeah,
He's like,
you
yeah,
argued
will you
with
take
it.
400? I was like, no, I don't need the money as much as you need the scooter.
Okay. No. All right.
Okay, go.
So make a guess.
Ready?
Make a guess.
Okay,
Make a guess.
The hint is it's upstairs. It's gonna happen upstairs.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
I don't like where this is going.
We're gonna make the bubble room today.
Oh, the bubble room.
Yeah. Paul's
Okay.
talked about this for a long time.
Yeah, we've been talking about this since like April.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a room upstairs.
Make it all bubbles.
Yeah, we're gonna fill it full of packing bubbles to the top, and then we're just gonna shut the door and cut a hole in the floor. We're gonna cut a hole in the floor to pull all the bubble packing down to packed products. But this has been Paul's dream for
Yeah.
quite some time.
Yeah.
Dang. Look at that guy. He's cute now. All shaved up.
Yeah, man, got some hygiene going.
Yeah, you got skinny pants on.
Oh, me too.
Oh yeah.
Are those painted on?
Pants?
Are those painted on?
Yeah. Oh my God, it'd be bad to come in one day with painted on jeans. He's got skinny jeans on today. Oh, that'd be bad.
Getting the belt all in there. This guy.
Why is there that little star piece that goes on there?
Just hold your dry face in place.
Okay.
Pretty standard stuff. And you take this guy. It's kind of curved. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you want the curve to go facing towards the motor. Like that. Let's go inside. And then covers your crank
So you want it like that.
like
Okay.
this. And then install your nut.
Alright.
Alright, now we're gonna go over to Mr. Clutch. This bad boy. Sweet knife. Alright. So we got Malaguti fly clutch here. Comes with a fresh new bell. And a clutch. And these white springs are very similar to stock. So that's why we got our special little clutch spring kit. Okay. And
Always cut away from yourself, please.
cut towards yourself. Good call. Yeah. You get this little booklet. Usually people throw these away. However, it has some useful information on your clutch springs. So we'll go over this now. So you take your part number off the front. So this one's a 298746. And then you can see 298746, and it tells you which ones are the softest and heaviest for this kit. It's pretty simple stuff, but some people don't know that it's there.
So what ones are you going to use?
I think green. It's all stock other than the pipe.
Yeah. Start in the middle.
Start in the
You can
middle
always go up.
or down. Probably won't need to go down though. Let's install these bad boys.
Sounds good.
Installing some clutch springs, we'll go over this. We have a sweet vise set up here. Makes everything a whole lot easier. Just has to be snug in there. Then we have our T-handle spring puller tool. You can tell this one's pulled some springs. It's gonna pull some more today.
Where do you get one of those?
Scooterswapshop.com.
Do we have them in stock?
Yes.
Sweet. So how do we do this?
Just take your puller tool. Yeah. Get in a good stance.
Get the stance.
Yeah. Just kind of boom. Just like that.
Just give her a little pull, huh?
Just a little tug. It's angled, so it makes it easier for install or removal. Stick her in there. Bang. 2, 3. Easy. Beats using pliers or a flathead. And then take your new springs. Get one side started in there. And then these are a lot stiffer, but as you can see, they go right in. You just do this with all 3 sides. Okay, charm. Sometimes you need a little bit more convincing. Bang. That's all it takes. Now we're gonna uninstall this old bent clutch. We'll try to do this by hand. I may need the special tool though. Oh, look at that. So strong. Yeah, that's the old one. Yeah, something's not right here. Get what you pay for when it comes to scooter parts. The good stuff isn't that expensive.
Oh. That is a bit bent.
She's a little bent. You're right, Pat. It's bent.
What was that?
It's bent. You're right.
We found another bent piece.
Another bent.
What's bent? What's that, Paul?
This is your secondary pulley sheath. Goes on here. And when your variator starts to actuate, your belt goes down. And then when you slow down, your belt goes up. You get taller ratio.
So why does it matter if that's bent or not?
Snap your belt probably pretty easily. Uneven or premature wear to a belt, which could cause it to snap. This guy's good.
Always make sure
your pulleys are straight. These don't bend like that. This is steel. But if you blow up a clutch and put a little hole in your case, there's a pretty good chance that you may have broken some other stuff too. And in this case, it's this. Hey Pat, installing a NCY secondary pulley. Yeah, so you grease her up and then you slide these pins in. Has 3 different adjustment holes, slopes. We're gonna go with the longest one here because this bike's all stock. These little pinny boys. Some grease in there, and you go on the other side. Find the hole, get some grease in there. Alright, we got a pin here. And then we got one on the other side. You also have 2 more adjustment slots depending on how your scooter is set up. And then that guy just slides right over. Greasy. This is our torque spring and our pulley. The torque spring just goes on there. This one kind of clicks into place. It's a nice one. Looks like a Molosi maybe. Then you just take your pulley, put it on the floor, take your clutch, set it on top, and use your little, take your nut, thread that bad boy on.
Is this part available on the site?
Not at the moment. Back order. We're working on it though. See, I'm very good using my right hand to tighten this down.
So how tight is this supposed to be?
Just tight, not too tight. It doesn't need to be cranked down. Don't need red Loctite.
So you have to put red Loctite on it?
No red Loctite.
Oh, okay.
Phone's ringing. Now I'm installing the belt. Usually I like to just get it inside the Variator but loose. And then I like to torque that guy down. And then take your pulley, put your belt in there, squeeze it, drop it in, just like that. Clutch bell, and the nut. This stuff doesn't have to be super tight either, just tight enough. We're done. Okay, so when you're installing a variator and a clutch on your scooter, on the perfectly running bike, it's stock stuff worked fine. You're just trying to get some more oomph out of it, which makes sense. If it just goes slower or, you know, take off and it takes a second to kind of catch on and then take off, especially when you do a pipe along with that stuff. You need to tune your transmission. You have to, usually these kits, they come pretty heavy on the rollers. Usually you have to go down a little bit. Sometimes, especially when you do a pipe with the clutch, you have to put stiffer springs. These Malaguti fly clutch kits come with white springs. They're really soft. It's pretty much just a stock engagement. That's something to take into mind also.
Okay, and what about on the opposite end of the spectrum?
Well, if it takes off and it falls on its face, then you probably have too heavy rollers or too light, or your clutch is too stiff, or your contra spring's too stiff.
And when they're changing rollers, what increments? Like,
grams.
should they be in grams? What should they be changing? How much should they
How
be
much?
moving?
Oh, just like a gram or half a gram at a time can make a huge difference.
Okay.
If you go drastically from like 3 grams to 8 grams, you're never gonna get it dialed because it's the opposite end of the spectrum. Like on the Vino here, I had 5 gram weights and it just way over revved. I put 5.5s and it was perfect. Every bike's gonna be different and there's no set roller weight to put in for a certain setup. But if you're just jumping all over the place, you're never going to get it tuned perfectly.
So adjust in very small increments.
Very small increments.
Okay. And then the clutch springs, when should you have to change between those?
If your bike's all stock, you shouldn't have to change the springs. Once you put a pipe on, you're going to be making power at a higher RPM. So you need your clutch to grab at a higher RPM so you make power. Otherwise it's going to grab and it's just going to be kind of slow and boggy off the line, and then it kind of takes off.
Okay. And when would you use the heaviest springs?
Heaviest with a race setup, like say like a C16 or MHR. Every pipe, cylinder, carb combo is going to be a little bit different.
So when you're putting out even more horsepower than just a pipe.
Yes.
So you'd be mid-range on the springs if you're just like very moderate and mild
Yes.
build.
Like
And
Malaguti pipe, Yasuni R, usually end up with the green springs. Once you get to like the Pulley 4-race C16, you got to go up a bit, and also sometimes if you have a really powerful setup, you might need a higher end clutch like a Malaguti Delta Stage 6. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Scooter Swap Shop YouTube channel. What?
What'd he say?
He was kind of mad. It's okay.
What'd he say?
He said, Seemed like an alright dude.
What do you say? What do you say to you?
Said, don't do stupid shit. Yeah, pretty much. Why haven't you taken care of your license for 30 days? And I told him everything's up in the air.